Do you ever notice that no one really listens to you? No, you speak and they talk over you. You give up, you stay humble, and somehow they still do not take you seriously. No, here's the truth. You are not the problem. No, you're just fighting the wrong person. There's always someone in the center. Always someone who is pulling the strings of everybody. And right now you're targeting the person that is being controlled. And no, this isn't some feel good theory in any case. No, this is hard truth. This is real life. Real power players use this every day. They do not win because they're loud. No, they win because they know exactly when to strike and at whom to strike. So if you've been wondering what do I really need to do to get real respect, the answer isn't to try harder, it's to play smarter. And let me show you how you can achieve this. Like I said, you're not the problem. No, you're just pointing at the wrong direction. Sorry. At some point, you start blaming you for yourself that you are not getting the respect and the attention that you deserve and want in life. No, you think if they do not take me seriously, I'm not good enough. Well, let me tell you one story. I had that too. And I know what happens. I know how it feels. This is based on experience from me and from others. That's why this isn't some feel good theory. I know this works because now I have the respect. I know it. And I just want to help you. I do not expect anything in return. Only that you just watch this video and just consider the advice that I'm giving you. That's the only thing that I want from you. I do not want you buying a course. I do not want you giving me money or anything. Just watch this video and consider the advice. And as I said, and as I went, I know it. You just start to forcing a smile, trying to be like them so you can blend in. You're trying all those things just to get their attention, that you're feeling like you're one group. But it isn't working. No, it's because your target is not right. You're spending energy on people who are not in control. They're just brainless zombies that they just want to be part of something. They just want to be part of a group so they feel special. That is all they want. So you're just targeting the wrong person. And in every group, there is someone quietly setting the tone, setting the actions, deciding who gets ignored and deciding who gets respect. And if you do not recognize them, you will be falling behind. And that is what you're doing right now. You're looking at a person who is controlled by. And right at the end of this video, I will give you the solutions to how to identify the person. Because right now, you're walking in a continuous loop. What is the point of that? And that is what I had to. Until I figured something. But before that, I'm just walking in a loop. Again and again and again. With no end in sight. Now, one of the most questions I get. Where does this apply for? Well, simple answer, it applies everywhere. Everywhere you have a person who is respected more, who has the controlling power, and then you have a bit of slaves that just say, yes, I will do that. Yeah, no problem. They just accept it no matter what. You've probably fell into one of them. No matter the place, if it is school, work, friends, family, outside, politics, no matter what, it is everywhere. And you feel like you're looking in on the outside. Like your presence is tolerated but not respected. That's because you're dealing with. That's because what you're dealing with isn't personal, it's structural. Every group, no matter how small, forms a societal hierarchy. And that means, whether or not you like it, someone will always end at the top. That is with everything. In every group, there is always someone who is standing just above. That's what I had. I had at work. And out of every person, I was tolerated but not respected. And I was just the person above. He tolerated me but not respect me. So he started turning people the other way around. But no matter what he did, no matter how harsh it was, people wouldn't budge or care. That's what I had to go through for 6 months until I figured out. But that is the person you need to identify eventually. Because no matter how loyal or kind or smart you are, you will always get overlooked. Now, most of the times it isn't a person who is loud. In my case, that person was loud. But there's always one common thing. And that is that if something happens, they will always look at that person to get a confirmation of the tonality that is just set. Just sit in that group. Is something harsh or just a bit on the edge? Joke made, action done. Watch to where people watch. So let me draw it out for you. To my best capabilities, because I'm not a drawer. Now, right now you're in a circle. And for each red dot, it represents a person. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people. So let's take a person makes a joke, which is a bit on the edge. And there's one hidden person. Everyone will look at him at some point, no matter what. And this is how it's going to look like. So you have this circle. These are 14 red dots representing 14 people. And you see how every line connects to this dot. This is the one who made that on the edge joke action. And you see how everyone reacts. And it is quick and fast. Because then they already understand it. It's like this. Alright? Go on. Because if they stare too much, they can get in trouble. That is what the psychology says behind it. So then who disagrees will get shouted by. And just people adjust to him, no matter what. If it is agreeable or not, they will always just follow him. He is just seen as an alpha leader. But now you're not watching to let me talk about my experiences or just some theoretical part which aspect my experience. No, you're watching because you want a solution. And right now we're at that point. And what is one mistake you make? Just think about it. What is one mistake you make? You know you're targeting the wrong person. But then, just think logically. Who is the person you need to target? Of course, the leader. But how do you see and identify the leader? Well, there are a few easy points, which is just from everyone wants to impress that person. That is the first one. The second one is they will look at him to have the tonality set or something agreed or not. And no matter what happens, they will always follow him no matter what. That are the three easy points. Fourth one is 9 out of 10 times he is quiet or she. And the last thing, that is one what I had. They're just trying to win people over. They're already seen as a leader, but they're trying more and more and more. They know he is the person. But what do you need to do? Target that person. Because right now, you're battling a losing battle. It's like going on the open sea with an already sinking ship. It does not get you anywhere. Respect doesn't come from trying to impress people. It comes from shifting the one person everyone else watches. Find the person who sets the tone and focus there. You do not need to flatter or challenge them. Just show them what you value. And if that person accepts you as a respected person, everyone around you will just naturally do it. So maybe you're thinking now, but how can I do that? Well, that is what I will come to my next point. And that is you do not need to be loud. You do not need to be dominant. You do not need to be having the biggest ego. No, you just need to be smart. Just use the brain. Because there are already brainless zombies following him. It's very easy to get someone who's brainless following. Acting dominant without leverage just backfires on you. And that is, in my example, what got me the win. He was trying so much, that at some point, people just turned the other way. Because then they just said, yeah, he's going out of line. Even though in his face he said, good job. Everywhere, they will just say, man, he's out of line. Then it backfires. That is what got me the win. But now that 9 out of 10 times it won't happen. Instead, be calm. Just relax yourselves. Do some breathing exercises. I know it sounds childish, but just having that calmness, that when something chaotic erupts, just then you can reset your mind and think clearly. Speak less. I say every time on this channel, speak less and listen more. The same as saying no more than yeses. Just speak less. And let other people feel valued by you. Just be interested in them. So if they have gone on a holiday, you say, man, how was your holiday? Yeah, it's been great. What did you do on that holiday? And then they will start to open up like a whole book. And then if they feel valued and respect you. And people notice restraint. It signals confidence. That is what you need to do to challenge that person. And now you may be thinking, but this is a manipulation, right? No, it's not. is navigation. Strategy isn't manipulation, it's awareness. That's what it's all about. You're not faking, you're reading the room and making smart moves. Manipulation is that you're faking. And that's how influence works. Quietly and intentionally. So know that difference. You're not trying to manipulate people here. You're just trying to smartly shift the energy towards you. And now that you do know the secret to gaining respect, without forcing it, here's what I want you to do. I have a quick list here that I'm going to read you. Take a moment. Think about the power center in your life, whether it is in your friend, group, work, or school. What is the first step you're going to take to shift their perspective of you? Which, in other words, what is the first action you're going to take to make sure they notice you? Think of that with all I have said. And for me, that was just accepting it and just hold back. I know I can tangle myself up with it, but it was not worth it. I just hold myself back and just said, you know what, fine. And then it naturally flowed away and people started respecting me. And now that I'm at a different place at work, I only have people respect me. If I talk, they listen instantly. And that is just because I respect them, I let them talk, and they respect me for being that understandable, for being that nicely to them. So if you have an answer to that, drop a comment, like and subscribe, hit the bell so you never miss one of these strategies or other things that can help you in life. Because that's what it's all about. I'm about the self-learning journey. And then you gain influence and confidence the smart way, not the wrong way. So just keep one thing in mind. Respect is earned. And now it's your time to earn it and shift it. So with that, I hope this was helpful for you and I hope to see you in my next video.